Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash. Welcome to another live lesson. The name of this one is That Anti-Messiah Spirit. And pretty much this video was just sent to me a little while ago. And I was watching and I had to keep rewinding it because there's so much in this 7-minute and 31-second video. It's, a lot of information in just that short period of time. And pretty much this dude, Yuval Noah Harari, or however, sometimes I say Noah Yuval Harari. But this demon right here, he pretty much, at the beginning of this video, he said that you don't need JC, you know who JC is, to accomplish everlasting life or something along that line. Or right here it says we don't need to wait for JC in order to overcome death. Because with this technology that they have, pretty much they are planning to be the Most High. So it's an interchange between him and Klaus Schwab, that's pushing the agenda of the New World Order. And that anti-Messiah spirit is out there heavy as hell, pretty much moving the Most High and Yahushai and the Bible out of the way, because he said a new emerging religion will come up. It won't come from the Middle East. It'll more than likely come from Silicon Valley, because that is pretty much the god of, these international banking families, which is this technology, which is making them to be like a god, or trying to remove the Most High out of the picture. Just bear me 1 second. All right, so we got here the book of Habakkuk, the first chapter, right? It says in 11th verse, then shall his mind change, and he shall pass over and offend, imputing this power unto his God, small case. And that's pretty much what they are doing, because this guy said you don't need JC, which we know they talking about this, the other white meat, but we know who the real Messiah is, Yahushai. So that's what they're doing. Then Klaus Schwab spoke about the fourth industrial revolution, which is pretty much the merging of man with machine. And he said that the future, it's going to be a fusion of the physical, the digital, and biological identity, all in one. That's why everything is being connected online. Everything's going digital. You have, cameras everywhere, the high frequency technology everywhere, because they're pushing that anti-Messiah spirit heavy. So that means that we're at the very, very end of this. You got the nations over there being stirred up with this whole land grab and the Ukraine war with Russia and Finland and I believe it was Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, joining NATO, and Russia warned against that. So that's popping off. And this technology of the C to the H to the I to the P, which is the MOT to the B, is being pushed out there heavy. This charagma, and it's no coincidence that this great, technology that they're pushing out there, is merging man with machine. There's no coincidence, because they're trying to replace the Heavenly Father. They're trying to, set themselves up as being, because they're pretty much saying that they're taking the concept of the scriptures of living forever, paradise on earth and all of that, and they're using that with their technology, to bring this, so-called utopian society on the earth. But see, the problem is that when Yahushua comes back, he's going to change us. We're not going to have to be altered, as far as our flesh is concerned, being flesh and machine. No, it's going to be a total makeover, so to speak. But they're trying to do that with the technology that was given to them. Why? Because in Daniel 12:4 it says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. So we're in the time of the end now, and this is why the prophecies are speaking loud and clear. And part of the mystery is, who the beast is, you know, what the charagma is, the MOT to the B, you know, and all of these things were spoken of in the past, and it's happening right now as we speak. It's speaking loud and clear. So they're pushing this serious, heavy anti-Messiah spirit out here, you know, and, you know, the spirit had me do the lesson earlier, you know, that weirdo spirit, you know, or something like that. And that's pretty much what they're pushing, you know, because the New World Order consists of technology and weirdo spirit, you know, acts, so to speak, because that's where they get their power from. That's where they emanate from the left hand side of the tree, that wicked, you know, spirit, because they are that serpent in the garden, you know, that same spirit that was in the serpent, which later came into Esau, passed on to his descendants, just like that evil spirit was passed on from Cain to his descendants. And they're pushing this whole agenda forward. They ain't playing. They're moving full steam ahead, you know, which is beautiful, you know, because this is going to bring the end even quicker, you know. So these devils are hard at work pushing that, right? So we're at the end. They're speaking now. The prophecies and the mysteries have been open, you know, all the different prophecies, you know, are open. Those mysteries are open. And then it says, many shall run to and fro, meaning with this knowledge, wisdom, understanding that's being shown, you know, and also with the technology, you know, you're able to go from one continent to another in a matter of hours, which that would have took years in the past, you know. It says, and knowledge shall be increased. And we see the knowledge being increased right now because the Heavenly Father gave them the ability to tap into these things, to tap into those resources in order to put this technology together. And this is why Satan is coming down heavy on brothers, you know, because we're prophesying against it. We're going into the heart, you know, of the problem in this world. And them demons don't like it. That's why they're attacking brothers, you know, brothers are getting sick, you know, falling apart, you know, in their bodies, because these demons know that that's the only power they have. And this is why one of the things that Satan did with Job was what? Plagued him in his body, you know, outside of taking away, you know, his family, you know, his woman wouldn't even comfort him. His friends wouldn't even comfort him, you know. He would eat his bread with tears. And they said that Job drinks down adversity like water. You know, so that's why these demons are coming hard like they're doing right now. Because knowledge is increased and the anti-Messiah spirit is out there. And like the brother put up here, except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be left to be saved. Because these devils are moving forward with their agenda, which is the Most High moving the left hand, you know, or maneuvering the left hand forward, which is beautiful. You know, we see it happening. So 1 John 2, it says here, do not love the world. See, and this is a key understanding, you know, of the times that we're living in. You know, the anti-Messiah spirit being brought through technology, being ushered in by the, you know, chemerims or the idolatrous priests of Esau, from the lower level ones to the higher level ones, you know, because this dude, him and Klaus Schwab, this demon right here, and Klaus Schwab, they're both, you know, part of that, you know, priesthood on the left hand side. So it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Why? Because the world is going to be turning, you know, into this demonic anti-Messiah spirit. Right. Let's go real quick to 1 John. And that's why there's such things going on right now with these seductive or seducing spirits that are trying to get as many involved and hypnotized and keep them hypnotized under that spell, you know, because they're pushing that agenda forward. You know, matter of fact, another precept came to mind. Let me just get this one and let me go to this one first. 1 John chapter 5, verse 19. It says, and we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. See, that's why it says they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. But if we are not of the world, which we're not, the world doesn't hear us. That's why the voice of the Most High, which is speaking loud and clear, is only heard by very few. Which brings to mind the scripture in that's Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and nope, it might be chapter 6. Let me try chapter 6. Nope. Let me go back here. Just bear with me 1 second. And even right now, my chair is acting up. I can't think of exactly how it's. Oh, you know what? This might be the 10th chapter. Hold up. Let me get the 10th chapter, see if that might be it. Nope, that's not it either. I'm trying to remember how it's worded. Let me try this. Right here, Ecclesiastes 9:17. The words of wise men are heard in quiet, more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. So pretty much the voice of the Lord through his prophets is speaking loud and clear, but only very few hear it. Because the words of the wise are heard in quiet, more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. So the foolishness that we hear in the world being pushed out there through this wickedness that has engulfed the world hears that. But the elect don't hear that. They hear the voice of the Lord, which is very few. That's why it says the words of wise men are heard in quiet, more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. You see, but the whole thing is that cry of fools, which is heard by many, is being pushed through this agenda of this technology in 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Why? Because the gospel, which is the only way to escape these things that are coming and to receive salvation, that is the main key, the main eye salve, to be able to, the main specs, so to speak, to be able to see this madness that's going on, and to hold on tight to this truth and to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because this is our ticket out of here. It's not just our ticket out of here, but it's also our force field in these perilous times that are coming, because they're going to be coming hard, because they want to push this. They know that they have the majority of the people sleep, but they know they're going to get resistance from the ones that are awoke, and it's not no physical resistance. It's pretty much just spiritual resistance. And that's why these spirits are attacking brothers, messing with brothers' health, making brothers feel all jacked up and, wondering if they're men of the Lord or not, because of the shits that may be going on in their body or in their mind, because these demons are activated. This thing they must have unleashed, within that time period of, April 19th up until now, they must have unleashed some real heavy demonic forces out there, because they're working overtime. But nevertheless, this is our shield right here. This is our thawa, this truth. This is our exemption from judgment, and it's our shield, our helmet, our breastplate, that we're forging on with through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and busting right through, these devils' lies and their deception. So Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for that. It says, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. Right, because the God of this world, which is Esau, they're pushing this agenda, this anti-Messiah spirit agenda out there. And what they're doing is they blinded the minds of them which believe not. See, so a key to this truth is belief. But belief is not achieved by reading. Belief is achieved by being a gift given to the individual that believes. You see? So that is the shield, that is the force field in these times. And it's also the ticket out of here. With the mind, man believes, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. It says, least the light of the glorious gospel of Yahushai, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. And if that light would shine, then the darkness would be done away with. And we would be able, the ones that didn't see, like we didn't see at one time, will be able to see once that light is turned on. And you'll be able to see right through the madness, right through all this technology that they're pushing out there. So going back to 1 John 2:15, this is really why this is written. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Why? Because this world is under a heavy demonic vibration and is given into the hand of the wicked, and they're pushing their agenda, which is this fourth industrial revolution, which is the merging of man with machine. It says, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, right? Because we're not supposed to love the world. If anybody loves the world, that means they're going to do whatever they can to be a part of it, to be a card-carrying member of this new agenda that's coming. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes, and that's all it is. Lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, to live a better life, to keep up with the Joneses, to be able to, provide for yourself, your family, your children, so on and so forth, to be, to have a status quo in this demonic ass world. And most people will do whatever they have to do in order to get there, but not the elect. It says it's not of the Father, but is of the world. See, it says, and the world passeth away. Yeah, because the Lord is going to take this place out, but it's not the earth that's going to be destroyed. It's just the management. The rulers, the landlords right now are going to be removed out of the way, and new landlords are coming, beginning with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. 144,000, King David, the 144,000, all of the righteous men of the Lord. And our, and our families, Lords, will we be those men. And the lust thereof, so it says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. You see? And this goes hand in hand with 1 Timothy, the 6th chapter, where it speaks about not, those that would be rich fall into many hurtful and foolish lusts, but it says that to the men of the Lord, flee these things. Why? Because these things, they have an appearance of prosperity. They may be cool for the moment, but guess what? That's only temporary. That's why Moses, it said that he pushed that away, I can't remember exactly how it's worded, but it's in Hebrews, the 11th, the pleasures of sin for a season. Right, that's what it says. Let's see. Right, Hebrews 11:25. A matter of fact, I started 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called son of the Pharaoh's daughter. Why? Because he was enjoying the benefits and the prestige that came with being the Pharaoh's daughter. And he was living it up. He had a very high position. It says, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. You see? So these things are just for a season, because the world passeth away. The things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And this is what Esau's trying to achieve on the earth. That's why they're pushing the anti-Messiah spirit all throughout the planet, removing the Heavenly Father, removing Yahushai, and placing themselves in that stead through their technology. That's why a lot of people are going to be deceived by these miracles that this technology is going to be able to achieve. It says, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. Right. Not he that, listens to Yuval and Noah, whatever the hell, Noah, Yuval, whatever the hell his name is, Klaus Schwab, and the rest of them clowns, because that's exactly what they are. It says, little children, it is the last time. We're at the end of this thing. And as you have heard that the anti-Messiah shall come, even now there are many anti-Messiahs, with an S, plural. Because it's not just one anti-Messiah. There are many anti-Messiahs. And that spirit is being pushed out through the technology that these devils possess. And a lot of people are going to be deceived because of those miracles that they have, that they're going to be able to accomplish or achieve with that. Because if you see somebody that's a quadriplegic and all of a sudden they put in some wires and some, mechanism inside of them, and then now all of a sudden they can walk people are going to be like, oh, snap, you know? And then they're going to look to, you know, any of their family members to get that, you know. People with missing limbs, you know, as you can see now, they're able to put prosthetic limbs on people that actually work. They're putting shit in people's heads that actually, you know, they can think and move, you know, go on the computer, type certain things out just by thinking it. This is all the miracles of these devils. That's that anti-Messiah spirit. And there are many antichrists whereby we know that it is the last time. So this applied back then. So how much more now that we're at the very end of this? And how do we know that? Because we see all of the prophecies speaking loud and clear, especially when it comes to this technology. Because never ever on the planet Earth from the beginning till now has there ever been any type of technology like this. You know, it might have been in the minds of people. They may have had certain things that they used back then, because a lot of the stuff that Esau has, he got from the Egyptians and the Babylonians, so on and so forth, the Sumerians, but never on this level, to where they've actually been able to create things, you know, to put into people, to augment people the way they're doing. You see? So that was pretty much it. So let's read this again. Little children, it is the last time. And as you have heard that anti-Messiah shall come, even now are there many anti-Messiahs, whereby we know that it is the last time. And I believe I forgot to put this in the description box. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put it in the comment section of the live chat. And you brothers can, you know, click on that and go see this video, whoever hasn't seen it yet. Yep, like the elder Yashwamba said, he's making the blind to see and the lame to walk. That's right. False Messiah. And Yahweh Shai said that would happen. There will be many anti-Messiahs. You know, yep, the brother said miracles on the left-hand side. Right. Well, I know he meant to say side. But sometimes when you typing, you know, you don't fully hit all the buttons sometimes. Yeah, so pretty much that's it, you know. So this has been that anti-Messiah spirit. So you get a chance, watch this video. I put it in the description box. You know, make sure that you watch it, because this is very relevant to everything that's going on today. And just this video alone explains that whole anti-Messiah spirit that's coming on. That's why this guy Yuval Noah Harari said we don't need to wait for JC in order to overcome death, because they're trying to overcome death artificially. But when the kingdom is established, the Lord is going to make us do it physically through his miracles, you know. So with that, I pray that you brothers and your few sisters have been edified. Until the next time I say shalom.